Hello everybody, I'm back today. Turn out the last video is not bad when I using the webcam with my cheap computer. It's turned out not bad. I did record. I think the day after that I did record another video. It's the one out 28 minutes, but somehow it's after I turned it off, I stopped the recording and then I open it again. It's not so up. And this it's empty file. I did make sure it's recording everything, but now at the end it's lost everything when I talk. That day I talk a lot. 1 hour 28 minutes. Can you believe it? I sitting here and that time I was open the chocolate box and then I eat chocolate and I talk, and by the time I look up at the clock it's just 1 hour 28 minutes. Yeah, and then I next couple of days I didn't record anything. Half today this video is still it's not saying empty again. Anyway, I still cannot figure out what how to record. I still hang around these candles while figure out what to record for you to see. Yeah, I think I did told you in one of the videos that I'm going to record, review my old stuff for you to see. But the old stuff, there are a lot of old stuff in my house, so I don't know which one I'm going first. So I still hang around. Okay. Today I just going to review with you the candles I purchased last time I showed you, and I will light up the new one. In the last video I told you I will keep track on how long the candle last, how long it lasts. So since the last time I recording the video, is this one? Yeah, I think I record this one. I light it up on last videos. That was on January 4. And it's just run out this morning as well. By 7 o'clock this morning it's still lighting okay, and then later on I didn't keep track, so it's like I think it's up to 12 o'clock, 10 to 12, something like that. But the last when I light up the last time, I think it was on January 4th around the video recording the date and time is January 4 1957. That means it's almost 8 o'clock at night on January 4. So by January, today is January 9. It's just by 8 p.m. This is actually now it's January 10 because now it's 12 o'clock, 12:06. So by January 9, it's Monday. This was a Friday by 8 o'clock at night, but it's stop around I believe around 10 o'clock in this morning, 10 or 12 or something, somewhere out there. So that's last, it's more than 4.5 days. For sure, that's the 4.5 days. I keep it like since I light it up on the January 4, I didn't turn it up, so I keep track how long. But this morning, by after 7 o'clock in the morning, I didn't keep track anymore. It's like they still have some left in the bottom here. I think you can put on the fire some of the smell out. People told me I can. They said, "Oh, you can make your own candles." I said, "Cooking for my own food. Sometimes I'm lazy." What do you think I'm making the candles? Today I'm going to like this one. This one is salty blue citron. Here, it's so beautiful. I don't know, the color kind of beautiful to me. It's the red, but the beautiful red not is not ugly red. Like this color is nice too, but yeah. It smells very good. So far, I don't know if these candle makes me better or not. No. If I talk too much, and then they will raise the price up, is right? No. Yeah, it's a smell great, and let me light it up for you to see. I have to hold this way so it's not burn my hand. Oh, I'm eating the chocolate. Now it's at 12:10 a.m. Tuesday, January 10, 2023. So that's you can see it now. Yeah, it's calm. The flame calm. So, well, I have thing to chit chat with you guys today. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any in my mind now. See, it's the smell now. It's melting. Yeah, if I talk too much about the country where I come from, my channel probably got a problem again. So far I have some side, I saw some side problems already. So in order to have something communicate with you guys in case something, so I have to maintain the channels. I have to behave with their wishes. Yeah. Excuse me. Probably I ate too many sugar today. Not many sugar. I think I ate chocolate. I heard they says there are new virus, COVID virus something. They say it's a lot. I don't know. I read it. I saw not. I didn't read. I saw the the topic of some articles in my language, my born language, and they says they says this in the Shanghai. It's like over 10 of doctor died in the hospital, but I don't know is it right or wrong, correct, is it correct or not. And yeah, I don't know. So Happy New Year, you guys. I think I forgot to say that. It's too late, but now but it's still in the holiday season. You know what? In the U.S., we have a short holiday. In the other country, they have a long holiday, like New Year Day. Like in the country where I came from. You see my channel, my name, and then you will know which country I'm talking about. The holiday there, right now, I think last couple of years, I heard my dad. Usually, my dad sometimes he read an article somewhere on the internet or some news they delivered on the internet, and he said their Lunar New Year took half month before the Lunar New Year, and almost half month after the Lunar New Year. So not half month, 10 days for the official is I think I remember he says it's 10 days before that and 10 days after they enjoy the holiday. That's many. That's many. Back then, I think I was back there when I went to school, and I think like we took a break, the Lunar New Year break, half month before the Lunar New Year Day, and I think 10 days after the Lunar New Year Day. But for the the New Year, the calendar we use in here, we didn't have a break we still go to school on that day. Oh, when I talk about that, I remember one thing. You know what? We support came US is earlier than the support the day we was here. The thing, the paperwork, the office, they send out the mail to our house, but we live in a kind of the countryside. It's a small town, and the clerk of the post office holding the, because most of the time the mail to their us to all people there, the mail is lost. Someone stole, and someone threw a trash can or somehow like that, and some people didn't receive any mail. I remember when I was in the Irish, my friend, she from Northern, her parents from Northern, and they moved us to where we are on the southwestern. Um, her parents worked there, and then she every day she went to the post office and she checked out the mail, and then she got the people mails. She brought to the class. She over some people, girls, the boyfriend went to the school in the Saigon. They mailed the letter to his girlfriend on where we live, the town we live, and then she stole the mail, and she opened for us. She read for us to hear, and sometimes she stole mail from the people overseas, send mail to their parents, like to, especially the mails from U.S. mail, that she the one grabbed at first. One time, I went to the post office with her to see how she invited us, and she said, "Oh, how about we go there?" And then some of us, about 5 of us, go with her, went with her to the post office, and we stand there and we see how she did. She went to the post office, and then through the windows of the window of the desk there, they have a small box like that. They kept mail in there, the new mail there, and then they put her there, and she shut, and she got the ticket, the mail with her, and no one there said anything. Even though the clerks there and the people working there didn't check the ID, or they didn't ask anything. So I went home. I told my mom about that. Well, she stole the people mail from the U.S. Some people in the U.S. sent mail to her parents, and include a picture of her children. So her children tried to write the Vietnamese letter. They're little, about 5 years old. Another one, so they know how to write Vietnamese. She write English to her grandparents. I told my mom, and then my mom didn't say anything, and then later on when we that time she already filled out application with the to go to the U.S. already, just waiting. Also, she didn't think that it go too fast, but because she forgot her position was before the 1975, she forgot about her. She thought her position, her work. She just thought about my dad work back before 1975. To according to my dad, the position was back there. include the timing in the prisons. It's not really like we're not in like in priority to go fast. But she forgot about her stuff. But to me, it's her position was back in 1975. This is the priority to go, but she didn't think about that. So, but she did went to the post office and she told a clerk there if saw the letter with my dad's name, hold it for her and she will pay her that lady the money kind of tips like that. But because she didn't think it's our turn to go, they will call her to interview so fast. So she went to Saigon and she came back, and then on the way she went to the supermarket buy food, and when she came back and then she passed by a house. That family have a son escaped by boat to South America. He usually went to the post office to check the mail, and he when he saw my mom, he tried surprised, his eyes so wide open. He said, "I thought," he said, I thought you already go to U.S." She said, my mom said, What are you talking about?" He said, he told my mom is, you received the interview letter. It's a long time ago. Well, why are you still here?" My mom said, "When?" Why? He said, "Yeah, they because the clerk told." He said the clerk told me when tell you. The clerk tell my mom, when see my mom, tell her mom, my mom have the mail, the letter. My mom, because my mom didn't pass by that house personally, so he have no chance to tell my mom. But the thing like so. I sometimes kind of if he know that, and he should try some way to let my mom know. It's easy. It's a so small town, and then people know people. Why, like when I go to school, I went to school, and people know who I am, know who is my grandparents was. From his house to my house, just less than a mile, and he should try some way to to let us know. But anyway, we have to thank him too, because if he didn't tell my mom that, and we didn't know, and we maybe kind of delay back more times. But anyway, and then my mom went to the post office to find a girl to get the mail, but that's just after the New Year, Lunar New Year. Oh yeah, no. My mom, New Year, my mom took me and my brother to my grandparents' house too, and then she came back and she went to the supermarket. She buy the food, and then she saw that gentleman. The gentleman told my mom that my mom went to the post office to get the mail, to meet the girl, meet the lady work there to get mail. But when she went to post office, the post office told her that the clerk went back home for the New Year. a half month before the New Year, Lunar New Year, and she will stay there until and then she will stay back. She's supposed to be back on on the fifth, sixth or fifth, or something like that. Sixth, but she stay back to attend her cousin's wedding. Something. She will be back until January 10, 12, something like that. And my mom hired someone to draw her to. My mom find out where she lived, and she hired someone to draw her to her house to find her. But when she was there, she went there, and that girl, she not home. She went to her friend's wedding, something. And my mom have to go to a wedding where she attend the wedding to us, and she give the girl give her mail, and she give some money for the girl. My mom didn't think bad or stuff about that glove, because it's not really she did keep the mail for us, but the problem she didn't tell how to communicate with her when she received the mail. So my mom didn't say anything with the girl. She just said thank you, and she paid her like she promised to give her money when she told her the girl to keep the mail. If we got that mail on time, we should be here at least a year earlier, because we get the mail late, and then we have to find a way to submit the paper to the consultant there to tell the situation, and then after everything we they interview us, and then they're okay. We will come to the U.S., but we are ready to go. And then suddenly that time the old Bush president started a war in the Middle East, I think. Yeah, the Middle East. And then we have to delay. They delay our excuse. They delay we came to delay the everything. So, and then it's okay when they said we okay to go, and then another delay, because the people live in usually people before come into US, they have to stay in certain place to learn the culture, US culture and language before they let we be in US. They have many, I think, for the American Asian, that's the Candle-Lite, is in the Philippines. For us, and my dad, my mom thing is this, we in Thailand. And then the car that came there, the station there. The people live there for months. There, they got the eye disease spread in there, so we couldn't go. They stopped us, delay again. There's another delay, so we got so far at least 3 delays, and then suddenly, so because we have been the kind of 3 delays, and then we have nothing. Everything we like, the land my grandparents gave to my mom for we sleep there for 17 years, and my mom returned back. My parents returned back to my grandparents, and include the house, everything we left there for grandfather. We have nothing. And my mom got stuck worried. She got scared because she got scared if the U.S. Not let us go to come, and we have nothing to survive. We don't have land anymore. We don't have money, and we have no place to live. Last time we went to my dad's side, my grandparents on my dad's side. We lived there to ready to go, but the delay we have to stay there. But we can, the money we borrow some people up there as almost run out. The money we borrow to my mom borrowed to fill out paperwork, everything to include the fee to transportation, all stuff. It's almost gone. So my mom start kind of worried. She worried a lot. Also, we already me and my brother already quit school. And then if we could not come to U.S., we don't know how to, the school way is kind of important. My dad, my mom, so we have we already behind one years because we have to back and forth for fill out paper for interview or stuff like that. And then my grandfather was sick and died, so we already quit school and we behind 1 year already. According to the way there, the school there we behind 1 year, but to our U.S. School we not behind because over there they just counting by years, by the years of the birth. But like our birthdays at the end of the years, so in U.S. the U.S. school is not behind, but the school there we behind 1 year. So my mom's that kind of, she worried a lot, and then the money almost run out. We have nowhere to borrow money anymore. We couldn't borrow before that. My mom and dad borrow money from my uncle, my dad's younger brother, but he did promise to let my mom, my parents borrow money, but he did give a pack of them. We asked my mom asked for borrow $1,000, but he gave just a pack of them, not one time. So far, I think my mom did get 3 times, but less than $200. I think less than $300. And then his wife said they don't have any more money. We have no more money. They said they have no. She said they have no more money, so they couldn't give my parents, borrow the money anymore. And that is a big shock to my mom, because that's in the kind of like in the kind of close to the end. The end, we still need money, a lot of money to to get submit the stuff we want to print to US. We have to buy the box to hold or stuff like that. But my uncle wife says they have no money, and they cannot give my parents lend my parents money anymore. My mom got so scared. She's so shocked and so, and she have no way to get money to borrow money, because when we go when we have our paper, everything. We have the local government didn't know about that. And nobody knew it. Only in our family knew, like me, like my family, and then my dad's side family knew that. That's it. And then also my mom have to be careful on who to ask to borrow money, because they can turn you from bright to dark. That means the chance we could not go to the US is a chance. So no one she can try to borrow money. Finally, one day she walked by the house. She came back. My grandparents' house is on the way there. From the market on the way there. This on the middle of the way. This is the house of the teacher. My dad teacher was in the elementary school teacher. She loved my dad because my dad did he was a good study, good student in the class. She always took my dad as like a role model for her niece and nephews. So her niece and nephew kind of get mad at my dad sometimes too. They mad, but they did, and outside they still see my dad as a friend and so stuff like that. And my mom stopped by there, just say hello, blah blah. And then from there she knew, and then from there she told the teacher that's how we doing right now. It's just the problem as the money. Finally, the teacher told my mom that she asked her cousin. Her cousin will go will come US soon too, and then they have, they rich. They have more money than they could bring to US. So she told my mom that she asked them to borrow some money. So when they come to US, we pay them back. Yeah, finally they let my mom borrow $1,000. As promised, when we came to US, we will pay them. But when to come to US, my mom was sick. So we have to ask them for like delay a little bit because my mom was sick. My mom asked them and they said they agree, and then a year later my mom passed away, and then my dad went to work, and then he paid them and include a letter thank you them. Actually, right after my mom passed away, I remember my dad hadn't got the job yet, and then the daughter of the person lent my mom $1,000. Sent a letter to my dad, kind of asking that's money you got. And my dad said, I think my dad wrote back a letter says then he will pay my dad already wrote them before. After my mom passed away, my dad wrote a letter to them, said about my mom borrowed the money, and then now my mom passed away, he will be paid as when he got a job. He already sent them that letter, but I think a couple months later the daughter sent my dad the letter asking the money. Finally, a friend of my dad, he did apply a lot of jobs, but nobody called him. And then finally a kind of friend, she worked in a hotel, and she said there are position open there as a houseman, and then my dad applied, my dad go to work there, and then he got the money, he paid them, and then honestly later on he paid off the airplane ticket when we signed up with the paperwork with the government that we will pay back. It's almost $5,000 because we are 4 people. My brother just, they had under 13, like half a ticket, under 12, 13, I forgot. It's only half ticket, but because my brother, it can just after 13 or something, then we have to pay full ticket, so it's a 5,000 ticket airplane. It's more than $1,000 for per ticket back then in 1991. And then finally he paid us up to every time he mailed them $500, and finally he paid off. Yeah. So I don't know. Today it's just when I light up the candle, and I don't know. I didn't plan to talk about this. I'm a person that will do with my planning. So somehow I light up the candle and I start talk. And, I did eat some chocolate too. Probably chocolate made me talk. And then usually I don't sit down to think about back or stuff. So when I talk with you guys and then think going, remember I talk to you. So if normally by myself, I don't think I can think that many stuff back. But now, yeah. So sometimes my dad say if we didn't delay about the letter interview. We didn't delay about the Middle East war problem, and then we didn't delay the ice disease at the Thailand camp, so we can come here early. Also, because we have too many delay. My uncle wife, she got scared. We didn't pay back. We couldn't go to U.S. So and then we couldn't pay her back because that time we have nothing, just our body and the clothes. That's it. The not the new clothes, just the old clothes too. Uh, Probably that's because of that she didn't lend my mom money. Continue to lending money to my parents. And then the thing like also we be here in the U.S. Early. My mom didn't worry a lot of stuff. Didn't scare a lot of stuff because every hour we delay there, my mom worry a lot that we we could not go to U.S. and our local authority probably put my dad in the jail or they did something askew, so we delay our delay the process of stuff like that. She kept all worry all the time, and then if they know that stuff, she probably won't get she won't get sick when she got here. She wouldn't get sick. Probably she couldn't. She's still alive until now. Because back then she okay, have no problem, no nothing, no sign of sick anything. Just came here. 3 days later, she got pain under her side, and then went to the doctor. And then went blah 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 and check in. They said she got her cancer, the terminal cancer, stage 4, and they got her surgery, chemotherapy, and then surgery again, and then they finally another process. I don't know. I don't remember. I remember she got at least 2 surgery, and she got a chemotherapy. But how many times chemotherapy, I don't remember. And then finally they said that she got clear, everything clear good, and 6 months later she feel pain, went to the emergency. She feel not good, pain or something. She went to emergency room, and they scanned nothing. And then she kept up with the doctor every week, with the family doctor every 2 weeks, with the cancer doctor. She got a schedule on Wednesday. She did the appointment that she just went to doctor cancer on Wednesday and then everything good, nothing on Friday. She felt then she went to emergency. They scanned. They said she got cancer back. Yeah, there are no such if there are no delay with the letter, and we should be here kind of years earlier, and at least half year earlier. And my mom probably would not get sick and would not get died. but I don't know why so many delay. I just told you delay on the mail, and then delay with the war, delay with the eyes. So we couldn't. My uncle didn't. My uncle wife didn't want to let us renting money anymore, and then all stuff. I don't know why so many delay. I think the video too long. I think I should stop here. Otherwise, this is no more video. Okay, thank you for watching. To hearing my stories. I will see you next video. Bye bye. Hope this video won't last like the video I record a couple days ago. Thank you. Bye.